We were talking about it is officially spring, and that means it's time to start preparing your garden. You want to make sure that they're pollinator friendly.
Yeah, so this morning we have Amy Yarger here. She is the Senior Director of Horticulture at Butterfly Pavilion. Thank you so much for coming in.
Happy to be here for my own March Madness.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. I love
Truly.
that.
So tell us a little bit more about pollinators and the role that they play in our gardens.
So without pollinators, we don't have gardens. So over 80% of flowering plants rely on pollinators to reproduce.
Okay.
And what that means is that if you have a vegetable garden, you need pollinators to help you get that wonderful zucchini over harvest.
Yeah.
You need pollinators to pollinate your tomatoes, your peppers, all those great things. But they also sustain our natural ecosystems. And without them, we don't have our lovely mountain meadows or prairies, or all the things that Colorado's known for.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about a pollinator that I don't think we would think about as a pollinator. It's our friend that you brought in with us this morning, the Hercules beetle.
Well, certainly, when we think about pollinators, that includes not only bees and butterflies, which I think most people think about, but it includes beetles, like our Hercules beetle friend, flies, wasps, moths, and of course, hummingbirds and other animals will also pollinate, but primarily insects.
What do you recommend for our gardens here in Colorado that can really help out with gardens and pollinators in the ecosystem as a whole?
So as we've learned in science that over 40% of pollinators are at risk of extinction in North America. And so the things that all of us can do to help: plant native plants.
Okay.
Don't use pesticides. And then the other thing you can do is get your neighbors to do the same.
Yeah, so for beginner gardeners like myself, where can we go to get more information about how to create really that perfect environment in our backyards?
So Butterfly Pavilion has a lot of resources. We are a leader in pollinator conservation. We offer pollinator gardening boot camps and other classes, resources on our website, butterflies.org. So people can go there and get hooked up with all sorts of great ways that they can participate in pollinator conservation.
You were talking about pesticides. There are natural ways so that you can protect your plants and flowers, and that doesn't hurt the ecosystem, of course. What if someone is allergic to bees? Or is there a way to help out but without having those around?
Sure. So the first thing that we like to recommend is there are ways to have habitat that's maybe not right up against you, right? So ways to make sure that habitat is at a safe distance, and so that people have less of a sting risk. And then also supporting some of those things like our friends, the beetles, providing the plants that the beetles like, and the flies like, and the butterflies like. You'll never be in a place without bees. The bees are necessary, but by kind of making those buffers, you can keep yourself safe and still do something great for the planet.
It is also nice to know about the other pollinators too, for people who may be allergic to bees and are a little terrified of having them around. Yeah. So that's good to know too.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, it's great to
Appreciate the wealth of knowledge.
Yes, so to learn more about pollinators, you can go to Butterfly Pavilion, butterflies.org. Their website is incredible, and just go check them out. I say this time and time again, if you have not been to the Butterfly Pavilion, it is so fun to go with the whole family. You'll learn so much. They have a lot more animals there than you may even think about, so check them out. Amy, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you.